I was extremely tired of being single. Friend, I didn't care. As long as he had a sense of humor, he could kiss me. I didn't consider a lot of things. With that being said, I did set myself up for failure. He asked me out. Like, he wanted me to come to his mama's house. I had told my friend about it. He was just like, oh, I mean, see where his head is at, you know? I said, maybe she's right. Maybe I should be judging him so fast. Always listen to your gut, ladies. I really sat up here and I really psyched myself into thinking that, you know, everything was all good. Like, the first date we had, we went to the movie theaters. He was all like, oh, I gotta make sure my ride can pick me up or can drop me up. Like, leading up to me driving, something kept telling me like, Adrian, girl, back this car. I wanted to hurry up and get over my ex and stuff like that. I'm over here getting calls from him, wanting to make sure I'm there. Thought it was cute that he got out of line to greet me. After we get done watching the movie, he's like, you want something to eat? I'm like, yeah. Me about, you know, his ex cheating on him. Anytime, however the dude comes to you, he needs to leave the same way. We kissed. I didn't feel nothing. I took him to his mama's. We go to the bowling alley. These people talk about a 2-hour wait. He picks this Irish pub and we go up in there because we were shooting darts, chicken wings, the liquid marijuana. When the check came, I could tell on his face that he wasn't happy. I told him that I would pay for her. That right there mapped out basically what was to come. The next day, he asks me out. Your girl said yes. We decided to make it official. I didn't put it on our Facebook because I felt like 2 months into our relationship to let people know. I want to say my friend, shout out to Jared, he knew his pattern. He knew him more than I knew him. He was dating his ex-girlfriend. He starts telling me things about him that she said. He gets to the habit of not showing up for work. This fool would miss 4 days of work and then show up like 2 days. He liked to smoke weed a lot, smoke cigarettes a lot, spend money on beer, on alcohol, and cigarettes and weed. Was a mommy's boy. I was going to get tired of a fuck boy. As our relationship goes, he's asking me why I haven't posted about us on my Facebook. She posted Jared on her Facebook for a what was it? Male Crush Monday? Woman Crush Wednesday comes into play. I'm literally at work chilling when all of a sudden my phone starts to see a picture of me. Changed his relationship, tagged me in it. So not only am I getting notifications of people like, you know, saying they rooting for, everybody's coming up to me, telling me something like, oh, y'all make a cute couple. Not happy because I didn't want our relationship to be plastered like that. I'm asking him about, you know, why he decided that this was a good time. Oh, he's telling me all this other stuff like, oh, this and that. Like, I just feel like, you know, I'm so proud of to be your man. And you're mine and I'm yours. This don't have nothing to do with what transpired for Male Crush Monday. No, it don't. Even though I think they're goofy. Like, they're goofy anyways. Like, you know, sorry, unless it's like sitting over there acting like we supposed to care. I said, but that's the thing. How do you know if they, you know, was on some petty stuff? Fast forward to one day, my car. Like, I was heating up my car, and it was winter time and stuff, and I let him come to my apartment. I was calling my phone. I'm answering the phone. He's like, why haven't you came back yet? Why haven't you got off work yet? As I come in my apartment, he swings open my apartment door, questioning me on some, yeah, I know you was probably in the parking lot talking to niggas. So I told him, I said, pack up your shit. You going back to your family's house. I don't care. He gonna tell me how I'm disrespectful for still conversating with Jared despite of him moving on with his ex. I told him he could stay with his mama. So I got Foxy Brown, and I was making sure to park not in my regular parking space because he didn't know I had a new car. I was hoping that he got fired because I didn't see him on schedule. Y'all, the day that I'm not even paying attention to him, he decides to walk over to where where I work at. I would never hurt you. I'm sorry. It was just me being insecure. Da 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 da. Please take me back. No no no. I miss you. I miss you. Like over here trying to cry. And my silly self, I'm like, okay, but you're gonna have to show me that you're not sitting over here being insecure. Y'all, I shouldn't even took him back because, oh my God, just because this fool is crying, any fool can cry. Y'all, I can sit up here and cry right now, but I'm not going to and stuff. But, y'all, when I say not even a couple of days later, we like hanging out together and stuff. And I forgot who texted me. Somebody texted me. And I want to say I know it wasn't Jared. It was somebody. It was somebody random, like probably my sister or one of my friends. They text me and stuff. So I'm texting him back. He's sitting over here having an attitude. Like having an attitude. And I'm like, is something wrong with you? And he's like, no, I'm not even gonna say nothing. And I said, would you like to see my phone? And he goes, I already know who you texting. I said, who am I texting? Since you know it all. He's like, Jerry. I said, Marcus. I said, boy, don't you sit over here and bring him up. Because guess what? I'm not texting Jared for your information. I'm texting somebody totally different from who you are saying and stuff like that. So I showed him the text message and I showed him the timestamp. I said, now see, don't you look stupid? And I said that to him. I said, don't you look stupid? He's all like, baby, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll never doubt you again. Da, 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 da. I said, no, you stupid. I said, you're lucky I don't sit over here and go. He's coming to my apartment a lot now. A lot. And then he's like, oh, I'm telling you, my sister's baby daddy, he's probably plotting on my room, trying to get my TV and all this other stuff. Can I bring my TV over here? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. He started bringing over his clothes, barely showing up for work. Around the ending of January and stuff. He was like getting text messages from his sister's baby daddy. You ain't been paying rent. They going back and forth at this point, talking about each other. Like, he's like, telling him how he don't like to work. He's not a real man. He don't like to show up for work. He hasn't done this. He's a mama's boy. He's not a real man. His priorities are this. He is that. He keeps calling out for work. What type of man don't like to work or make money and thinks that it's okay to ask, you know, his female for money? Is he lying though? Is he lying? Where to lie at? I low-key felt what he was saying. Sister baby daddy tells him, don't come over here unless you have the money for January and February's rent, all this other stuff. He looks at me and he goes, baby, I'm so glad that we decided to move in together. I said, what? When did we talk about this? I don't remember. I do not remember at all. It was like, oh, 2 incomes is better than 1. I'm thinking, money-wise, like, yeah, I guess 2 incomes would be good. What money is he bringing to the table? We're not the same. And right when I said yes, one of the ladies from HR calls him. He decided that to go ahead and end our working relationship with you. Instantly regret being okay with him moving in with me. Y'all, he started working for Michelin through MAU. This fool, I took him there, okay? Did he give me gas? No, he didn't. He never gave me gas. They got me over here pushing tires around. This is like a lower level. He only worked there 1 day, y'all. Meanwhile, I'm over here starting my new position at Spectrum, aka Charter. And I'm telling like my class about, you know, the situation, because like it's March now. It's like February going into March, and I'm burnt out with like hearing what he's gonna do, what he promises he's gonna do, and you know, oh, I need to, you know, just wait to see what he's gonna do and, you know, back him up. I'm physically tired of everybody at my job. It's like telling, you don't need him, you need to kick him. I tried to kick him out in March. You know, basically this ain't gonna work. You need to move back home. Oh, he started working at Bilo Warehouse. And my birthday is the whole entire month of June. He worked like 6 to like 3, I would have to send him money for Lyft and Uber rides and stuff. Give him money for his cigarettes. You're talking about this fool would go through 4 packs of cigarettes and a full 12-pack of beers, and more than likely he's going to get like a 40 ounce at the gas station every single day. It would make me mad because I'm on a budget. Our food, our groceries, how much rent is going up. My electricity bill was going up. Even the TV on all day and all night. In the bed by myself. He slept up front. It was as if he was my roommate, not my boyfriend. He was an 8-year-old child that all he wanted to do was eat hot dogs. His ideal meals was like sausage dogs and french fries and chicken nuggets. He would wash dishes and he would constantly say, oh, you're not gonna find no nigga that's gonna wash your dishes, gonna vacuum clean your floors. He stopped looking, thinking that he should look good. Disgusting. He really was. My birthday came. Y'all, I got myself a Cold Stone ice cream cake. As my cake was getting down to 1 slice, tell me he gonna eat the last one. No, you're not. Like, everybody knows that the last piece of cake is your piece of cake. So I told myself, I said, ooh, if it hits like July the 1st, oh, he's getting out of here, because I'm over here literally waiting for my gift. Well, July the 2nd came and I packed his stuff. I sure did. I got all of his clothes, all his stupid shoes together. I got his little do-rag together, the little gift I gave him, because when it was his birthday, I bought him some clippers. I did not care for my birthday at all. Everything up, like I bought him shower gel, I bought him toothbrushes, toothpastes, deodorant sticks, body spray, all that. Bought him underwear. Oh, you're just evil. You're just spiteful. You tell y'all, he is so motherfucking ungrateful. His dad gave him a Tahoe. This dude license was suspended. He thought I was going to willingly give him like $2,500 to get his license reinstatement. I didn't cause you to lose your license. This fool would buy, you know, food for himself, cigarettes, packs of cigarettes, and beer all the time. But nigga, is you setting aside money to get your license reinstated? No, you're not. Okay, your priorities are fucked up. He didn't like to hear me nag about that at all. He was not husband material, and I knew that, like, in January. He asked me all the time, am I gonna marry him? I would look at him dead in his face. No, not consistent. You're not somebody that I want to have my children, you know, looking up to, because the way that you are demonstrating how the dynamics are between us right now, I'm gonna have to take care of everybody, including you. Y'all, he tried to tell me, oh, maybe if he had a baby, that would inspire him to go to work all the time. He started begging me, over here crying, saying that he always thinks about killing himself. Buddy, like, you know, do stuff for him. Whack fuck boy energy, I'm telling you. Like, I told him that. I said, I don't love you. I said, I love myself, but I don't love you. I give him one more chance. Mind y'all, this is the second time I'm trying to kick him out. He did get hired at this call center called Concentrics. This was July. He did good July and August, and he was just like, baby, I got a job now. I can take care of us. And it's like, yeah, there I go again, not listening to my instincts. Something told me, Adrian, don't believe him, and this and that, this and that. Y'all, I wanted to believe him so bad, because I was like, ooh, I've been doing it. I've been holding us down since January, and it's August, you know? And I was like, it's time for him to hold us down. My gut was literally telling me, Adrian, just keep this job while he's working here, because you don't even know if he's going to stick with this job after training is over and stuff. But I wanted to believe that his words when he was begging me that he's going to take care of us and he's going to pay me back for everything that I've done up to this point. I started going back to school. I helped him pay rent and everything like that. So technically, he still did not come through at all. They got out of training. He got on the phone. He told my son, oh, I don't like the fact that we have to talk to old people. Funking the couch up with his funky ass body. I realized that he was using my Clorox wipes to wipe his ass when he would do number 2, y'all. Same routine he always did. All of October, he did not show up for work because he was lying and telling them that he was sick when really he wasn't. He just didn't feel like bringing his fat ass to work. Because when I say this nigga blew up, he blew up. And I mean, so did I. I'm not even gonna lie, I did too, because I was stressed. That's why. I was stressed taking care of an 8-year-old man boy. I quit school and I was trying to line up a job, any job that I can go to and stuff like that. But my job, the problem was that I was not going to start my job until November, sometime in November. So I'm sitting over here trying to see what I can do about this pending notice of eviction, and I'm trying to get help and all this other stuff. Should have just called the fucking police. What boggled my mind is that back in January, y'all, he told me that if it ever came a time where I don't want him there and I just wake up and say, get out of my house, he will leave. Y'all, he was not doing that. Not doing that at all. I was crying in the shower, y'all. Just locked myself in a room, writing him a letter telling him get out. I got the letter saying that I can request a court hearing on my eviction, my impending eviction. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take that as I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna flip it to them saying that I need to move out before Thanksgiving. Like, he gonna contact his dad, and his dad was like, oh, he can pay November and December. I wanted November's rent before Thanksgiving. They wanted December's rent after Thanksgiving. So I didn't have either or. At this point, I was like, no. Tell him he can keep it, and he's taking you back to Virginia. So hurry up and get his stuff together. Get this funky behind TV. I don't care. And take it to your car, and I will trail you to Simpsonville. I had changed my status and everything. I didn't care, you know? And he's all like, oh, that's really petty of you. Nah, nigga, that was petty of you to think that I was going to continue with the bullshit. No, nigga. No, I'm in a car. I cracked that window just a little bit. I said, may I help you? You got all your stuff? He goes, no. I rolled that window back up. And he's like, really? So you really want me to leave? I said, yeah, I sure do. Y'all, when I tell you, I was watching him in my rearview mirror going back and forth from the apartment to his daddy's Tahoe, putting his shit in there and stuff like that. And I'm sitting over here geeked in the car. I'm like, yes. The tag on his car was like not even up to date at all. So I rode behind him to Simpsonville. When we got on the road, like going towards his grandma's house or whatever, he went one way, I went another way. I left and I hurried up and went back to my apartment. When I say I never sat over here and felt the Holy Spirit and had a praise break moment, I never did until that day. Felt like that was my Christmas gift. But y'all, he took my iPhone XR, but guess what? Your girl had insurance on it, so I reported it as stolen. I said, if I get you this XR, you're gonna have to pay me back. Oh, I'm gonna pay you back. I'm gonna pay. Y'all, he did not pay me back. So he felt like, I told him before he left, I said, oh, you gonna give me back that XR? He was like, no, arguing with me. At this point, I just want you to leave, you know what I mean? So I said, that's a bet. I reported it as stolen, y'all. But he called me the next day trying to see what I was doing, and you know, on some like, oh, you really gonna report this phone as stolen? And I was like, huh? And I just hung up on him. I explained to the judge what was going on, and I mean, I know my situation did not count as, you know, excusable, because I know it was like it's a business at the end of the day. I had no choice but to move out in five days. Basically lost my apartment behind this nigga. Even ended up losing my senior memory book that I made up, and the only picture I had of my grandparents when they were together. So I lost a lot. It put a stamp on what I will not tolerate in a relationship moving forward. To my ex, I had already moved to Georgia. No, bitch. Moved back to Georgia until last year in July. So I actually stayed in South Carolina a little bit. I said that when you manifest a relationship, what I learned is that don't be so desperate. Number one, don't be so desperate that you think that a certain time frame of you being single is a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. You're learning about yourself, and you're taking your time to get to know yourself and to iron out what you really want that person to be for you. Now, I know what I don't tolerate.